Since when did Mix become Italian?
No idea, but I'm still glad he makes these fries.
Totally. Best in the city.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight. So it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. What's your take?
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business. How's it going with you? Did you get that promotion?
No, but we're on the cusp of something really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you in a heartbeat, right? One phone call to hair.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius's work will help millions. I'm right where I want to be, right where I should be.
Almost sounds like it's more important than your other job. I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner between friends.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Well, maybe we could be, you know, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, and raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by the siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
Ah, Stan the man. I'll never get enough of seeing that beautiful face.
Hey, it's me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime. Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from masked criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
I can pretty much hit the nail on the head with that one. Oh, Herman Schultz, Shocker himself. I've got to say that I think I've mentioned it in previous Spider-Man walkthroughs, but the Ultimate Universes version.
Peter, I just want to make sure you haven't left any equipment you built for your friend around the lab. It's no bother to me, but if the grant committee stops by again...
Don't worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him. There's a lot of people who don't like him very much.
That buffoon Jameson and his audience of sheep? Please. The people who do great things in this world are those who don't let bullies like him stand in their way. People like us.
You said a mouthful, Doc. Take care.
Well, I was aiming for the two guys by the door, but that guy in the corner will do. Proportionate strength of a spider, my friend. And, you know, just the intelligence to build web shooters while we're at it. Yeah, Otto was right. He just said a mouthful. Just because buffoons like Jameson like to stand up on their pedestal and shout their hate for things that they don't understand, doesn't mean they're right.
Look at it this way. If I'd actually let you break in, you'd be going away for a lot longer.
Right, anyway, now that minor nuisance is dealt with, back to the case at hand, and that's Shocker. Yeah, but as I was saying, Shocker in the Ultimate Universe, I think, is my favourite version of Shocker. It's just so funny. Like, they treat him like such a comical character, and every time Spider-Man shows up, it's almost just like a groan, as if to say, oh, come on, like, not again. And they just treat him like an absolute joke. It just, it does tickle me. It just makes me laugh. One of the things where I say, like, when they take an established lore and just tweak it in just a little way, but yet it makes it so good.
Ooh, love that shot.
Even though the picture wasn't actually in the shot, but hey, it'll do.
Attention units. Reports of a narcotic sale in progress. Mobilize on Dutch South.
I'm sure this won't take too long. We can deal with this before we get to Shocker. It'll take but a fraction of a second.
Gonna guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards.
No! This makes the paper's fiscal killer! Get the spider!
Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma. Especially back alley Big Pharma.
Whoa!
We gotta get him on the ground or we're done!
Whoa! Didn't see the big guy. Right, let's web you up. Oh, okay. I was gonna say web him up so we can't, so we can slow him down for a bit. But hey, if we're gonna keep him stuck to a wall and dispose of him completely, I'll take that too.
Knocking the ever-loving stuffing out of dealers is my anti-drug. I called you guys a ride. It'll be the one.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to finish that quip later because all these little distractions are gonna leave Shocker the chance to actually escape. And we can't have old Hermie to escape in our grasp now.
Hi, Herman.
Seriously?
And it looks like this one's taking a page out of the Ultimate Universe's book.
You're never gonna catch me!
That's what you said last time.
I don't wanna hurt you! It'll just slow me down!
Wow, that's considerate.
Never gonna catch you? What, do you think you're the gingerbread now? I mean, you got the color scheme on point.
What's the money for, Herman?
Why do you care?
Actually, I don't. Just trying to make polite conversation.
I'm done talking!
But this could be so much more rewarding if we connected on an emotional level. Wait, I forgot. You don't have emotions. Come on, Herman. Please talk to me so we can make it interesting. Herman? What? Do you only answer to Shocker now? Mr. Shocker?
It's like chasing Bugs Bunny. Boom, baby!
Gotcha. Now let's talk. Noted. Honestly, Herman, why are you robbing again? You know the police are watching your every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb. You must be desperate, which means you're not just stealing for yourself. You must be working with someone, or for someone. You can tell me who it is now, or make me punch it out of you later. Your choice.
Whoa! Are you sure about that? Because you've barely said anything. Yikes! I really hope that's your gauntlets that are firing backwards and not just some backdraft. Who knows what other parts of your body vibrates? Yikes! Oh, come on, Hermie. How many times do we have to do this? I chase you, beat you up, and then get the answers I want anyway.
You know what, Herman? You have like zero personality, but your suit is awesome. Can we talk design details? Maybe later.
Good work, Spider-Man. Did you learn anything about his motive?
I tried, but he's not very talkative. Plus, I think he hates me.
You have that effect on a lot of people.
But you love me, right, Yuri?
I tolerate you.
Wow. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Looks like I got some free time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ. Hey, MJ. You're up late?
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
How about a favor? You still have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah. I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Martin Lee? Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows about the origins of that mask, he will.
Just keep me in the loop. Like I said, I think there's a bigger story here, and I plan to be the one to break it.
Sure. So I can call you, like, whenever?
Yeah, whenever, whatever.
So I guess we're talking again. Cool.
Cool indeed. But speaking of Martin Lee, I've just remembered that we have some more character bios that we can go and have a look at. But we also leveled up when we're on our way. So let's have a look at some of our level ups first, and some of our gadgets, and then we'll get to those character bios. Loads of stuff to do. The secret war suit. How very cool. Rightio, so let's have a look at what suit mods we can get. Kinetic power cells, increase your focus rate. I'm going to get a combat analyzer, increase XP from defeating enemies. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. You get more experience points, you level up faster, you can do more stuff. So I'm going to put that in slot 3. And also down here, as you can see, it reduces incoming bullet damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce, swap out the gel padding, and I'm going to replace that with the ballistic inserts instead. Bingo, because I can normally do a better job at evading melee damage than I can bullets. As I said, bullets are actually my biggest weakness when it comes to this game. Right, yeah, and I'm actually going to unlock the classic repaired suit. New suit, a new power unlocked. Crafting a new suit also equips the new suit power. Use the suit power menu to swap back to any previous suit powers you have unlocked. So I don't actually want to wear the classic suit. I want to keep wearing the advanced suit. However, I do actually want to use this suit power. Leap into the air and web everything in sight. Makes stopping those crimes in progress just so much easier. And at any point during any mission, you can just flick between these. So once you pick one, you're not stuck with it forever. But let's move on to the gadgets. We've got the spider drone. It comes in handy, especially if you've got loads of enemies trying to attack you. It can just distract some of them, but I don't actually use it that much. So I will give it some upgrades, but I'll see if there's other stuff I can upgrade first. Increase the recharge time on that. And I can't do anything with that until I hit level 10, and I can't upgrade that one anyway. So I've got 2 skill points. I don't think it's worth chucking it into that yet, just to throw the gun back at them. It's fun and all, but it's not completely necessary at this point. Air attacks deal additional damage and generate more focus. That sounds like something that would actually be worth getting. See, this air tricks one, this is one I've been umming and ahhing about for a little bit. The actual trick itself is kind of pointless. When you're in the air, you just hold triangle and circle, as you can see in the little demonstration there, and he just does like a barrel roll or a backflip or a helix or something like that. That itself is kind of pointless, but you do gain like 2 XP every single time, and I'm wondering if I did that after every web swing, would I actually gain a decent amount of experience points throughout the game? I'm just kind of curious, so I don't know whether to get that one or not. And I feel like if I do get it, I'm just going to forget to do the air tricks anyway, so... Improves focus gained at higher combo counts. Slows times just before you take a fatal hit, giving you one last chance. Ooh, that one I think is the one we're probably going to be getting. Yep, right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get air attacks, deal additional damage, and generate more focus. We need to create more focus more quicker, because that's the amazing English I come out with. I do want to get this one, but I think I'm going to get this one first. So it's last stand. It slows time just before you take a fatal hit, giving you one last chance to dodge. Can only be used once per combat encounter, but definitely comes in handy if you're about to die, and you can see that extra dodge time it gives you there. Oh, that costs 2 actually, so I can't actually get that one yet. Oh, in that case, I'll get the improved focus gained at higher combo count then. I suppose I could have saved that point and used it to put that one in that one next time. Oh, look, we can go Super Saiyan with this one. Oh yeah, I was going to read the bio. See, look at that. Look, my memory just goes. I forget things so quickly. So we have got a few more bios here that we need to read. So, Mary Jane Watson, occupation reporter. See, as normally she's a model in the, I suppose, the main canon one. They've switched it up and made her a reporter. I actually kind of prefer this version of Mary Jane, if I'm being completely honest. But, her bio. MJ, to say it's complicated would be the understatement of my life. My best friend since middle school, we started dating senior year of college. We made it almost 2 years, then the fight to end all fights. Hard to say who broke whose heart more. Either way, we haven't even spoken in over 6 months. It's a little sad to admit, but I've got a subscription to the Bugle just so I can see her byline in print. Could just read her articles online, but something about seeing them in ink makes it more real. Last week's was 10 surprising ways millennials are changing Manhattan. I know she hates writing that kind of thing, feels like she's wasting her talents, but she's growing a following. People love her voice. She's gonna be a household name someday, I just know it. Little do you know that's actually already happened. Powers and abilities. Has honed her investigative skills over years of working from intern to staff reporter. With a well-developed network of sources and a knack for putting interview subjects at ease, she's quickly made a name for herself as a journalist to watch. Fearless, sometimes to the chagrin of her editor. She follows a story wherever it may lead. Unlike me, who can't seem to follow a sentence at all. Who else have we not read yet? May Parker, Operations Manager at Feast. Oh, that sounds a very impressive title. If I could pick one person in the world I want to emulate, it would be Aunt May. She's the strongest and most selfless person I know. I just wish she'd think of herself a little now and then. Kinda sounds like yourself there, Peter. May started volunteering at Feast shortly after Uncle Ben's death as a way to find some light in the darkness. She said it was temporary, but we all knew this was more than a part-time gig for her. Flash forward a few years, and now she's practically running the place. Everything she touches is better because of her. Powers and abilities, a generous spirit that inspires everyone around her. What a great power to have. Martin Lee. Martin Lee is the newer definition of American success story. After being orphaned at only 7 years old, he grew up in foster care in Manhattan. Then, at the age of 18, he went to China and made a fortune in the shipping industry. When he came back to New York 9 years later, he was already a billionaire. But rather than living off his fortune, he set up charities across the city. He's now dedicating his life to making sure that nobody in the city is forgotten or abandoned. It's no wonder Aunt May wanted to work for him. Powers and abilities, inspiring, I'm going to mispronounce this, philanthropic leadership. I just can't speak today. I don't know what's going on with me. Good old dyslexia. It's in my brain, but it just won't come out my mouth. Bio. Herman Schultz, aka Shocker, was one of the first super adversaries. Oh god, I just can't say anything today. Also the cause of my first celebratory headline story in the Daily Bugle. I was used to guys with guns or knives or even water balloons filled with hot sauce. Shocker could actually hold his own. If I had known ahead of time, I would probably... Oh, Lord. If I had known ahead of time, I probably could have found a less destructive way to take him down. But nobody got hurt, and they were planning on remodeling the Flatiron building anyway. Ever since, I have been more careful to back off if I thought fighting would put civilians at risk. I can always catch them later when I've got the upper hand. Powers and abilities, a gifted autodidact, whatever the hell that is. Someone who uses tech, who knows? Uses vibro shock units of his own design to create high pressure air blasts. It probably means something to do with his powers, but I have no idea why I'm choosing to read these bios when I clearly struggle to do so, but hey ho. Overcoming adversary and all that sort of stuff, right? But with that said and done, what we actually have to do is to go to see Martin Lee at the Feast Center and see if he can tell us anything about this mask. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, I'm going to take down some of these Fisk hideouts. We've got a few side missions here that have popped up as well. Spider-Man PI. There's one all the way up here as well. Storming the castle. There's a whole bunch of stuff that we can still do. So I'm going to go around and do some of that stuff, because this one with the mask, it isn't really time sensitive. It's not like if we don't get and hand this mask into Martin Lee right now, anyone's going to die. So I say we go around and we start doing some of the busybody work that we have here in New York, starting with Confucius Plaza. I'm still at this moment in time undecided whether to go around and get all these landmarks on camera or to do it off camera or off recording equipment, I guess I should really say. It doesn't really take too much time, and sometimes Spider-Man does have stuff to say about it, but...
And now for listener emails. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Oh, I know. It's from a place of concern. But this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity because I adore this city. And I want it to be better. What you hear in my voice is love. Nothing but love.
Yeah, it sounds very, very loving indeed. Also, May from Queens. Was that? Is that May Parker who decided to call into JJ's facts there? See, she just has a generosity that knows no bounds. Even trying to sort out idiots like that guy.
The Williamsburg Bridge. A convenient route to someplace else I can't afford to live.
Is that anywhere without more than one room by any chance? Kinda sounds like my life. Yeah, so I suppose taking pictures of these things really doesn't take too long, and we are on the way to Fisk's, one of Fisk's hideouts anyway, so why not kill two birds with one stone? Oh wait, sorry, I believe I'm not allowed to say that anymore, sorry. Was it feed two birds with one scone, was it? Rightio, where was the next landmark? It is just to our right. And luckily, not only with the landmarks, but with the backpacks and everything else like that, they actually put the icon like relative to the height as well, so you can actually figure out quite easily where it is you need to get to.
Nice composition, if I do say so myself.
Whoop! I was about to say part spider, part reporter, all cop, but now I'm just a wet reporter. I can't seem to stay in the sky, laddie. Rightio, where is the next one at? Just to our right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves too much. We've got a city to landscape, or to photograph, or whatever it is we're doing. I'm surprised more crimes haven't started happening while we're swinging around here, unless we've done all the ones in this area.
Great. I forgot how much I love photography.
Run out of web zipping!
Good shot.
Let's see if we can do some of these on the fly. I'm taking too much time by stopping.
And that's why Jonah paid me the big bucks.
Yeah, now it sounds like Robbie is paying Mary Jane the big bucks instead. Oh, how times are a-changing.
Love it.
Wow, one left down here, and then it's on to Fisk's hideout. Yep, I think we've heard Fisk's name far too many times. I took him down in the tutorial of this game, the opening mission of this game. I think it's time he sits in the raft and he rots and everybody forgets about him. And I think these hideouts are the last thing on Fisk's repertoire of influence on this city. See, this is why you can't go on holidays, Parker. There's just nothing to swing from when there's only trees around. You know, I suppose depending on how high the trees are. Looks like another one of Fisk's construction sites, but I don't think they're doing any constructing, at least of the legal variety.
Yuri, this construction site's about as legit as the watches they sell in Times Square.
I don't have evidence for a warrant. You go in, you're on your own.
What else is new?
That was close. I thought he was going to jump to the front of that bar. I didn't know he was going to web sip all the way down there. That was very close. Nearly gave up the goat right there. So, perform 10 perfect dodges and stealth take down 3 snipers.
But they froze his assets. I'm sure the ones they knew about. That's just a secret nightmare.
Which is good, because I was going to stealth take down these snipers anyway.
Anybody here? Nap time.
Alright. Oh, that guy wasn't a sniper. I thought he was. Maybe he was just a regular thug. But I still see 2 more snipers, and I still need to perform 2 more stealth takedowns, so that is just going to lend itself perfectly. And then perform 10 perfect dodges. That shouldn't be very hard at all. Right, let's see how many more of these guys we can take down stealth-like before we go in for the main assault. I know we need to perform 10 dodges, but trust me, with the waves that will be coming out of this building, we don't need to fight all of these guys heavy-handed. Just try and stay out of the light if I can. Ooh, I know ourselves doing this quiet, but when an opportunity presents itself like this, I just can't help myself. Boom, baby!
Sleep it off.
Oh, yep, that alerted them. Let's do this. Well, that's one perfect dodge. Rightio, so I'm going to get these dodges out the way first, so I'm just going to stand here and let these guys attack me. Come on, buddy.
Get down here and fight like a man.
Whoa! Okay, but I'm not going to stand there and let these guys fire rockets at me. I mean, I want to do dodges, but I'm not crazy.
You're gonna have a bad
Come on. I know I just kicked you, but I promise I won't bite a second time. Okay, fine. I'm just going to stand there.
We gotta stop him.
I mean, I'm going to let you try and get a punch off, but I'm not going to stand here forever and wait. And next. Ooh, both of you going for a shot at the same time. Come on, 3 more punches. I'll allow you 3 more. The first rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you all get knocked unconscious. It's a little clause I added in there at the end there. See, that's why you got to read the fine print.
You guys are late. Don't worry. I got plenty of face kicks left.
I think this is prime time to try out a Web Blossom.
A thing of beauty.
See, it webs most of the close-up enemies to the wall. Yikes! But it doesn't web everyone to the wall. Some people it just webs up. It doesn't necessarily stick them to the wall. So don't think it's just going to do the job for you.
Really? More guys? I don't have this many friends.
But then I suppose if it did do the job for us, where would the fun be in that? Whoa!
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Get this stuff off of me.
And adios! Into the Hudson you go. Or the East River, or I don't know. I don't know New York's landscape. I've never even been to the place. Oh, that spider drone really come in handy there. Yikes!
Oh, great, more of them. Guys, Fisk isn't here. You could have just bailed.
That dude with the rocket needs to be careful. He needs to get out his own guy. Not that I really think they care about that. Man, you all keep coming one at a time like this. You're just making my job so much, yikes, easier than it needs to be. Wait, why am I complaining about my job being easier? I should just be thanking you. Hey, I'd already made that joke. Get your own jokes. Ah, no you don't. I love it when you stick them to a wall like that. Oh, I see you down here. Whoa! God, Lord, that did a lot of damage. Note to self, don't web zip into the face of a rocket. Looks like his trigger finger was a bit faster than mine. Holy hell.
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.